Yo guys, and welcome to this video covering match 4 of week 7 of North American League play. We're here with G2 versus Space Station. Arsenal in control of this ball here, looking to dribble it downfield for Space Station, carrying it through the midfield. Napsto on his rotation back, just coming in here, intercepting, and the ball falls over to Rizzo, who was also rotating back there. Gets a good hit onto the Space Station back wall, and then has the read to tap this ball home here, give G2 the lead in game 1. Brilliant play by Naps here to get this interception. Arsenal needing to be more spatially aware there. He should hear Naps coming and distribute this ball quicker, because once he gets tackled, his whole team then has to race back here. It's a brilliant hit by Rizzo. The defenders here have to make sure they make this read but don't own goal it, which is so difficult. No one can come out of a touch. Rizzo just taps this ball in on the goal line, and it's G2 here that strike first in game 1. Typical now looking to take this ball into his own back corner here, taking control of it, but Chicago pressures early, gets a dunk. Arsenal low on boost, trying to make it clear, can't get up. Naps puts this one home here, doubling G2's lead in game 1. Typical wanting too much time in this corner here, just tabs it up. Chicago has all his team behind him, so can just go in and pressure here, just flies at the ball. It's a good win on the 50. Once it pops out into the middle here, Naps just up first, beating out both defenders here, tapping this ball into the wide open net there. It finishes 2-0 in game 1, so G2 have the lead in the series 1-0. Now then, we're into game 2 here, and G2 on the attack again as this ball is bounced out into the middle. However, it's a good clear by AXB, who's now in a one-on-one situation here with Naps. Naps on low boost, the good pass across to hit off the back wall by Typical over to Arsenal. Brilliant counter-attacking by Space Station. We saw G2 do it in game 1. AXB one-on-one with Naps. Picks out a great pass infield to Typical, and Typical realising Naps would have the block on any shot he puts in net, makes a brilliant decision just to bounce this ball off the back wall here, and Arsenal just coming in, beats out Chicago to this ball, smashes it into the net there. Rizzo can't get back in time, and it's Space Station that strike first in game 2. We're off the kickoff then here. After that goal, this ball rolling into the G2 corner. Rizzo carrying it through the air, beats 2 defenders over to Naps. His shot is good. The immediate response from G2, exactly what you want to see from them. Rizzo with a great hit there, getting Arsenal to dive in, who's looking for a bump, and then this little extra tap over AXB in the midfield means Naps here actually has 2-on-1 position against the defender in there, and he could have passed that ball infield to Chicago, but just nails this shot into the roof of the net. Nothing the defender can do. They're expecting maybe a pass to come out. They have to just sit and wait. Can't even pre-jump the shot. James' shot just too powerful. He can't make the save. A brilliant response from G2, and it's 1-0. We're here with Typical now, who's looking to go up for this ball in front of his own net and clear it here, but Chicago has a touch round him here into the middle where Naps is waiting to come in. His shot is blocked, but Rizzo's up first. A brilliant shot round the goalie into the right hand corner of the net. That touch from Chicago takes Typical out the game. Naps' shot is very well blocked here by Arsenal. Space Station in a good position on defense here, but as this ball bounces off the wall, AXB is just too slow. Rizzo goes early. AXB should be ready for it. Everyone knows G2 likes to play high pressure and will just jump at the ball at any chance they get, and Rizzo's shot is inch perfect to the right hand side of the goal. Typical, the only place he doesn't have covered, and it's G2 that now have the lead in game 2. Space Station looking to bounce back now as Arsenal is carrying this ball through the air, looking for a flick. Gets a good musty flick on net, well saved by Rizzo, but on the follow-up, Sipical, what about that for a shot? Just tapping it up and over the defender in net. Arsenal, with great effort with the musty flick, gets Rizzo to jump for a difficult save and can only pop it up here. Rizzo had to get that ball out to a corner if G2 wanted to prevent this goal, because once it pops up, Rizzo going for the squishy muffin save there, unable to do it. Typical shot just tapped over him there into that top left hand corner. Brilliant offense by Spacestation. Nothing G2 can really do about that, and it's Spacestation's turn to equalise here in game 2. This ball now being carried through the midfield here by Arsenal. I believe this is for Spacestation. JNAB's ready and waiting for the challenge. Gets a decent 50, but it just pinches straight in. G2, their aggressive positioning, catching them out again here. Arsenal not really doing anything of any real skill here, just dribbling it along the floor, straight down the middle, and JNABs should go in for this 50 earlier. He has to get the momentum on his side. Arsenal doesn't have any boost. He's just trying to buy time for his teammates here, as Sipkal has just been demoed, and JNABs just backs off, and when he does eventually go for the 50, it's weak. He's got no momentum behind him as he hasn't been moving forward, and the ball just pinches straight between Rizzo and Chicago there, who have taken up their usual aggressive positioning, leaving the net wide open. It just bounces straight in and gives Spacestation the lead. This ball loose on the sidewall here, and Arsenal looking to go for some more 50s here. Wins out on the first one against JNABs again, and then on the second one here, it's another good win against Rizzo, and as it pops out there to AXB, his shot just too powerful there for Chicago on the goal line. Brilliant play by Arsenal on no boost again, just winning more 50s, setting up the offense for his team here. Two good solid wins. Rizzo has to get back to that ball there to stop AXB getting that shot, because once he does, Chicago maybe should do better there, but was just beaten for power. But G2, if they want to beat Spacestation, they've got to stop Arsenal setting up Spacestation's offense by winning more of these 50s. It's costing them heavily at the moment, and Spacestation make it 4-2. We're into 0-second time now, and Spacestation have already taken game 2 then here, but this ball just hanging up in the air. Rizzo trying to keep it up here, but AXB just launches it towards net into that bottom corner, just rubbing salt in the wounds of G2 here. Rizzo trying to just pop that ball up for a teammate to go for, but it just falls straight for AXB. Sipkal also could have gone for this ball, but AXB just takes it off him. Nobody home for G2. They had to be just pushed all the way downfield at this point in the game. They can't win anyway, just nothing left to lose really, and it just goes straight into that bottom corner, almost bouncing there on the goal line. Spacestation take game 2, so we're at 1-1 in the series now. We're right at the start of game 3 then here, and this kickoff bouncing straight up towards Sipkal. However, Rizzo gets a good dunk there. JNABs then picking up possession of the ball here, looking for a pass over to Rizzo. The missed touch there by Arsenal, and JNABs slams this one home, giving G2 an early lead here, exactly what they need after that game 2 loss. JNABs has more options here as he takes possession of this ball in the midfield. Maybe could have looked for a dribble to go himself here, as Spacestation haven't set up yet properly off the kickoff. Instead opts for the pass over to Rizzo. Rizzo bails out though on the ball. Arsenal has so much time here, could have just caught this ball, tried to take it downfield, but goes for the pinch, goes horribly wrong, just bounces straight out over to Jones, and he just powers this shot home, a bit like AXB in the last game from a similar position. Nothing the defender can do on the goal line, and G2 take an early lead in game 3. Chicago now looking to pick up this ball in the midfield field here, looks for the infield pass to Rizzo. It's cut off though by Sipkle. The G2 net's wide open and AXB sticks this one in at the near post here. Chicago doesn't get the power on that pass. Rizzo is already up there. Sipkle reads it perfectly. Arsenal's waiting downfield. There's two of them there to just put this ball into the empty net. The G2 defense trying to race back. Chicago demos one. Jonas can't get back to the ball though, and AXB just rolls this ball in at the near post. Brilliant play by Spacestation there, just catching out G2. It's the best way to play them on the counter-attack, and it's 1-0. This ball here just launched towards the G2 back wall here. Rizzo up early, looking to take control of it here. Hits it off the ceiling, back to himself, but just drops it into the middle. Jonas makes the save on the goal line, but Arsenal coming in, slams this ball home. Rizzo, you can see what he's trying to do here, trying to pop it off the ceiling back to himself so he can carry it out of the back wall here, but it just pops out off the back end off his car into the middle. Chicago trying to get up here to bail out his teammate, but Sipkle there gets up quicker, puts a good shot on there. Jacobs makes a great save here. If he'd have just got this ball up above the crossbar rather than hitting it, G2 might have been able to escape here, but he can't do enough. It bounces down off the crossbar. Rizzo can only pop it out straight into Arsenal, who just dunks that ball straight in there. Spacestation turn it around in game 3 and now have the lead 2-1. Just over half the game left to go now, and Rizzo just putting this ball on net here, making the Spacestation defense make a save, but two players commit. The pass from James over to Chicago off the back wall, drops this in, gets G2 the equaliser here. This poor defense from Spacestation, so costly. The double commit from Arsenal and AXB, such a basic mistake. It's easily AXB's ball. Obviously just a lack of communication at this point, and then even then AXB with a weak clear at this point just hits it straight to Janaps. His pass inch perfect over to Chicago. Maybe could have even shot that ball as both players were stranded in the air, but Chicago's hit onto the back wall, sets himself up perfectly. Sipkle stranded in net there, can't get up in time. Chicago just drops it down into the net and G2 equalise. G2 now looking to set up some more offense here with Jnaps as he looks to carry this ball through the air here. However, he just gives up possession to Sipkle. Was looking for a bump, couldn't find it. Chicago dives in, Rizzo makes the save, but Arsenal's there, puts it home. Easy finish for him. Jnaps needed to do better with that one, needed a follow-up touch, and then once he misses the bump and takes himself out the play there, Chicago shouldn't dive in, should just fake the challenge at this point and help out Rizzo. But once he dives in and gets beat, Rizzo in such a difficult position here is able to make the save but can only drop it straight out to Spacestation player, where Arsenal's coming in at full speed, just pinches this ball with the ground there into the net. Spacestation restore their lead in game 3. It finishes 3-2 and they're now 2-1 up in the series. AXB now in control of this ball here in his own back corner. However, he misses the touch. Jnaps is there, and then on the counter attack, Sipkle just sticks this one home. Spacestation out of nothing have the lead here in game 4. A missed touch on the sidewall by AXB. Jnaps they're looking to pinch this ball centre, gets dunked on by Sipkle, whose pinch goes down the line over the head of Chicago, and Rizzo, the last man back, just decides to dive in here, trying to keep up the offensive pressure for G2, and Sipkle just launches this ball over his head on net, just bounces in there, nobody home for G2. When you play the way G2 do with high pressure, you're going to get caught out with plenty of empty nets here. It's exactly what Sipkle's done, and it's Spacestation that have the lead in game 4. Not long after then here, and Chicago looking for a pass to a teammate here. However, he just gives up possession to Arsenal. Rizzo takes his back corner boost and looks to take control of this ball, but the clean miss leaves the shot open for Sipkel to put in his second of the game here. You can see what Chicago is trying to do, just trying to tap that ball down over to Rizzo. However, Arsenal reads it perfectly, gets a good hit into the corner here, but Rizzo just not expecting this ball to bounce out. The clean whiff, so costly there. Sipkel with the free shot just powers it past Janabs. Nothing he can do on the goal line. Arsenal there also looking for a bomb, so even if he had got anywhere near it, he might have just been bumped out of the way. And with two quick goals here, Space Station double their advantage and a 2-0 up in game 4. Just 39 seconds left now on the clock, and G2 needing 2 goals here to get back in to this one. Jnaps hits it downfield over Arsenal, goes under AXB and then flicks it over Sipkel. A brilliant solo play by Jnaps, the kind of caliber play we expect from him. He puts his team on his back in the key moments here. Arsenal, a brilliant tap over him, and to go under AXB. He also gets the flip and uses it to jump down into the ground there, so he can then get the flick over Sipkel on the goal line. A brilliant solo play from the knapsack himself. However, it won't be enough for G2 here. They lose game 4 2-1, and they lose the series 3-1. Right guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.